So today we are here with Susanne Peeters of the Pulchella Winery to talk about a number of things, I think.
Yes.
I think first of all, we should start off with what you do, how you invite the community in, but then the special event that you have coming up. That would be wonderful to talk about as well.
Awesome. Well, thanks. Well, it's great to be sharing with you. I am a certified sommelier, which is a wine steward, and been working with Pulchella for about a year and a half now. Pulchella's been had this facility since 2010. So they have been making wine. They buy all their grapes up in Paso Robles. Have been making boutique wine for more than 10 years. They started in their garage. They make an incredible product. They're able to get the most amazing grapes. They have long-term relationships with people in Paso Robles. And they've built these relationships with people of Santa Clarita, producing wine of varying levels of sweetness or richness, rich tannic flavors. Built up a nice club membership. So that is what I do. I work here in the tasting room and really just introducing people to our wine and also catering to our club members, sharing with a product that Nate and Steve have been producing with a lot of love.
That's fantastic. Now, let's talk a little bit about the tasting room environment. So for people that really haven't been wine tasting before, there may be a little bit of intimidation. What should they expect when they come visit you here?
Yeah, that's a really awesome question. First of all, it's just a real welcoming environment. Whether you've never been wine tasting or whether you've been doing it for 20 years, it's just the environment of welcoming people, sharing with them our product, telling the stories of where the grapes are coming from, how the wine was made, but in a way that allows the person as much interaction as they want. If they want to go through a flight of wine, that would be maybe 4 different wines, just kind of a small 1 ounce pour, so you get to try several things. And really just allowing people to kind of go on their own journey. If they want to ask a dozen questions, I love to talk. And if they'd like to just kind of experience it with their friend or partner, then that's allowed for too.
That's fantastic. And I know that wine tasting can be a social event and people enjoy comparing and contrasting what they're experiencing with one another as well, right?
That's true. And that happens a lot when people come in and sat at the bar. You get a lot of community activity, people sharing their experiences with wine, their experience of the particular wine they're drinking. And so it's a lot of fun. It's very social.
That's great. That's great. And I love it. But I want to get into the event that you have coming up. So tell us about this event.
Thanks very much. Yeah, we're really excited. It's called a blind tasting event. And so in my process of becoming a sommelier, I had the challenge of coming up to a glass of wine and trying to, without knowing what wine it was, to begin to understand it, whether it's white or red, and then exploring the nuances, the different aromas that you smell, the different flavors that you taste, and then knowing enough about a certain variety of different wines to kind of put call the grape varietal, call the vintage year, the quality of the wine. And it was an amazing experience. And so that's what we're doing. We share that process with people. We keep the group small so that everybody has a real personal voice and experience. And even if you never want to become a sommelier, it's more just about the more you know, the more you enjoy the wine. And so just trying to give people, a lot of people have that desire to kind of want to identify, what am I tasting? What are the wines that I like? what should I go out to the market and buy? And so kind of giving people more skills like that.
That's fantastic. Now, when you say blind tasting, I have envisioned blindfolds. So describe a little bit for the people, what can they experience when they come into that?
Yeah, that could be a little confusing. So the blind part of it is simply that you don't know what the wine is. Okay. So we cover the bottle of the wine that we've poured, so you cannot see it. And what's really interesting about that is, so you go in with no pre-connotations. Sometimes labels make us experience something, and they kind of set us off like, "Ooh, I'm gonna like this. Ooh, I'm not gonna like it." And so you just kind of approach the wine with a real openness, and so that's kind of the blind part. But yeah, you actually find that in the blindness, you experience a lot more becomes clear, let's say. Yeah.
That's fantastic. So when is the blind tasting taking place?
So our next one is coming up next Wednesday, the first week of November. I believe it is the...
Sounds like the 7th.
7th, thank you very much. So it's on the 7th. We're doing them monthly. This particular one has been sold out. It's our second that we've done. Both have sold out, so we're really finding that people are enjoying it. There's definitely a group of people that want to do this. So we're going to try to do this monthly. Not sure about December, just kind of looking at people's schedules, and maybe the holidays is busy, but definitely back in January.
Excellent. Very exciting. So let's talk. So since we're sold out on the blind tasting, let's talk a little bit about coming to visit the tasting room. What are your hours? When can people come down and experience Pulchella?
Awesome. So we're open every week. We're open Thursday through Sunday. Thursday evening, Friday evening, Saturday evening. The hours are from 5 p.m. till 10 p.m. And on Sunday, we offer an afternoon tasting time. It is from noon until 5 p.m.
Wonderful. So plenty of variety there for people to come on down.
Yeah, we hope so.
Wine tasting, sometimes people pair foods and different things. Can people bring things? Do you have things? How does that work?
Yeah, that's awesome. We don't sell any food here in the tasting room. And therefore, we have the ability to offer the opportunity for anyone to bring into the tasting room whatever they like. They can bring food, maybe cheese and crackers from home. We have several menus of local restaurants around here, so you can also access that and enjoy Pulchella wine with whatever food you like.
That's fantastic. Well, this has been very exciting. I'm really excited about your blind tasting. I think it's going to be a great event. I'm thrilled for what you and Pulchella bring to Newhall. It's really added something. I mean, you've been here a long time, but it really brings out a part of what Newhall is really becoming, is a destination. So.
Yeah, it's a really exciting time in downtown Newhall.
It really is. So thank you for sharing with us. I really appreciate it. And we look forward to seeing you again soon.
Thank you so much, Larry. It's been a pleasure.